Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Facebook Live. I'm Kwon. Don't forget, before we get started, you can always watch this on our Inform YouTube channel. Yes, we have one of those now. You can always watch it on your favorite podcast platform or listen to it, I guess. And then also you can just go on inform.com/podcasts and then just look for the Inform Minute. As you can see, I'm in studio today. I think it's gonna be nicer to be in studio. It's quieter here as opposed to the newsroom because people were always walking around, scanner was going off. So thought this would be a nice little change and better lighting too. So kind of a win-win situation here. Okay, let's get right into things today. Of course, the big talker right now is the triple murder-suicide in Towner County, North Dakota. So right now, our focus is trying to figure out the names of the 3 farm workers, and we're expecting that information to be released once those autopsies are completed. Well, these shootings all happened on Monday night at a farm just less than 30 miles northwest of Devil's Lake. And deputies tell us that they found 4 people in a wheat field. One of them was holding a gun. And we're also trying to figure out why all 4 of those people were at the field at the same time. So once we get that update from police, we'll be sure to let you know. Also, one of the victims of that triple murder-suicide is being remembered as someone who always gave hope to other people. And that's all coming from family members and friends of Doug Dulmage. He was shot and killed in his combine while he was harvesting wheat. We know that he was the current president of the Benson County Farm Bureau. He was also a first responder in his hometown of Leeds, North Dakota. So I'll point you ahead to something else a little bit later throughout this Facebook Live. But for now, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Also today, we know North Dakota's U.S. Senators will be making an appearance in Mandan, North Dakota for the North Dakota Veteran Cemetery's 30th anniversary. So Senators John Hoeven and Kevin Kramer, of course, they are going to be speaking at that event. Ceremony starts at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And if you're planning on going, you are asked to bring your own lawn chairs. And yeah, that ceremony, though, it will also be posted on the website, on National Guard's website, which is ndguard.nd.gov. It's kind of confusing, ndguard.nd.gov. If you saw a literal video of me on this screen right behind me, it's because some of the guys in the back were trying to mess with me, but that's okay now. Sorry for that distraction. Blame them, not me. Okay, let's talk about Weather Wednesday. Today we had a Weather Wednesday from Storm Tracker meteorologist Robert Pointer, and this week we talked about all the ways that lightning can strike. And something that with Weather Wednesdays, you just always learn something. Maybe something like you're in the shower and you have these weird thoughts and questions. You know how those like random thoughts will pop up? Weather Wednesday kind of aims to target those questions, right? The random questions that you've always wondered but never actually knew the answers to. So Robert did a great job in this one with all the ways that lightning can strike. If you haven't watched that yet for this week, you can certainly catch that still on our 9 and 10 o'clock newscasts tonight. All right, and then lastly, when it comes to pointing ahead for the day, Fargo Police are asking the community to join them in their monthly downtown download. So this month, officers are going to be sharing some updates on that new passenger pickup spots, the rideshare spots that we've told you guys about on First News, of course, and then the planned police stop station as well. So everyone's invited to go, but they are really asking people who live in the downtown area to go, because obviously this is primarily going to affect them. So if you're interested in going, it's going to be at the City Commission chambers starting at 9 o'clock this morning, so less than an hour. All right, really quick right now, I wanted to let you know eastbound traffic on 52nd Avenue South in Fargo, right near that Walmart Happy Harry's area, that is down to 1 lane. So crews are going to be pouring some concrete because they're continuing their ongoing project at 45th Street South. That's an ongoing project. We knew about that. But things should be back to normal by tomorrow. So very short project, but wanted to let you know if you drive through that part of town. Also today, we know that the Fargo City Commission is going to be having an executive session, and it has to do with a Fargo business, an adult entertainment store, making a move across downtown. And it focuses on a city ordinance that kind of limits them to do that because it really limits just, especially when it comes to adult entertainment stores, it does limit that specifically. So we're talking about Romantics, which some of you guys might have drove through or drove by, right on MP Avenue. And what they're trying to do is go to Broadway. So just still downtown, but they, of course, are just running into this issue with the city ordinance. When that new ordinance went into effect, they were already grandfathered in, but if they move, then they're gonna have to follow that ordinance. So lots of question this morning as to can they do it? Will they do it? What's gonna happen? So they're gonna be holding a little executive session today. So we know that commissioners are expected to consult with the city's attorney over possible litigation from Romantic. So we'll certainly keep you updated on that. Also today, crews in Jamestown are going to be freshening up a few parking lots. They're going to be doing a nice deep clean and painting, I guess. So, wanted to let you know that if your car is parked in any of these areas, they will need to be moved. Otherwise, they could get towed. So here are the areas that you're going to want to watch out for. That means Gun and Reel Sports, Central Valley Health District, All of Vets Club and Sabres Buffalo Grill, and then west of Jamestown Middle School. That's where crews are going to be working, so please make sure that your cars are moved for them. Otherwise, possibly your car could get towed, and I don't think you should take that risk. So work is expected to start at 9 o'clock tonight, and then that's going to last until work is finished, and we'll keep you updated on that as well. Okay, Moorhead police right now are looking for a man who they say started his apartment on fire on purpose over the weekend. They're looking for 55-year-old Boyd Werner. He's facing 3 counts of arson for doing that, and that all happened at the South Park Apartments early Sunday morning. And fire investigators actually found evidence of this guy starting 3 fires in 3 separate places throughout that apartment. So we also know that he told officers that he tried to mix vodka and lighter fluid to start those fires so that he can get out of his lease. We have been checking Clay County's jail records all throughout the morning, overnight, and we found out that so far Werner is not in custody, so we'll keep you updated on that as well. Everest Tika House in Moorhead says it's going to be closing its doors for good at the end of September. This really makes me sad. Everest Tika was my favorite place to go to get some Indian food, Nepali and Indian food. So it's located at Moorhead Center Mall. This is how long you have. You have until the end of September to go if you'd like to get one last taste of Everest Tika. But yeah, we noticed that there was a sign posted on their front doors that said they were going to close. It never actually specified why they were going to close, but yeah, I wanted to let you know if you're trying to get in some of those last bites, you can do that until the end of September. Their hours are 10:30 to 2, and then 4:30 to 8 for dinner, and then the restaurant is closed on Mondays. Once we figure out kind of why they decided to close, we can certainly let you know, but for now, we're waiting for that update. Okay, a new initiative is set to start in Moorhead and Fergus Falls next week, and the whole goal here is to try to increase the number of CNAs in Minnesota. So M-State's Moorhead, Fergus Falls campuses, both of those campuses will be offering free classes for people to get CNA certified. Here's the good part, the cost of tuition, books, anything else, materials, right? Those are going to be waived for all students, and this is all coming from an effort by Governor Tim Walz, and he's kind of really been pushing for this initiative for a long time now, really since the pandemic started, to help with these statewide staffing shortages. So if you're interested in applying, if you know someone who might be interested in applying, they can go to this website here. It's minnesota.edu/health, minnesota.edu/health. Okay, we also know taxpayers in Brainerd, Minnesota might have to wait a little bit because they need to wait for this lawsuit to get settled with the fire department before they find out how much they have to pay next year. So we did talk about this on First News as well, but if you're not familiar, I'll recap this for you really quick. The city owes $2 million to some former firefighters in Brainerd, and they got fired in 2015. Well, right now, city leaders are still trying to figure out how they're going to come up with that money, and they also have to do that while making sure that the budget is balanced, right? That alone could possibly result in a 25% levy increase. So right now, there's no deadline set for that settlement payment, but wanted to give you guys a heads up for those of you in Brainerd because that could really affect you guys. Okay, national level of things. We learned overnight that the Justice Department said government documents were likely concealed and removed from a storage room at Mar-a-Lago. That was in an effort to obstruct the FBI's investigation. Of course, this is in response to former President Donald Trump's lawsuit, which is seeking a special master to review all the materials taken at his Florida home. Well, the DOJ kind of responded and said, hey, you lack standing to intervene in this investigation because those presidential records don't actually belong to you, right? So right now it's saying that the records are considered property of the government, and then it's arguing that the court where Trump filed his case lacks jurisdiction for challenging the validity of their search warrant. So lots going on there. I know this has been, filling up your social media pages, your feeds, whatnot, but it's a lot to keep up with, and so we'll try to do our best day by day to simplify it for you. We also know right now a nuclear watchdog team is on its way to inspect Europe's largest nuclear power plant in Ukraine, and it's over international concerns of a potential accident or radiation leak. And this is all coming from calls from the White House, right, to power down that nuclear reactor there. The power plant has been the target of Russian attacks, as we know. We've been also telling you that on First News, and experts are a little bit scared that the amount of explosions in the area could cause a nuclear disaster. So, of course, action right now before something bad happens. Okay, also you might have seen this on your social media pages as you were waking up this morning as well. Former Soviet Union President Mikhail Gorbachev has died. Gorbachev took over leadership of the Soviet Union. This was back in 1985. He served as president until it was dissolved in 1991. During that time, he did mark, of course, an era of reform for the region after decades of Cold War and nuclear threats, really responsible for ending that. So, yeah. Really sad stuff. Doctors are saying that he died after a severe and prolonged illness, and he was 91 years old. All right, guys, I think that's really all we got. But Hot Mic we got going on from 9 to 11, WDAY Extra, Inforum.com. Today is Wednesday, so I'm assuming Dick Bramer is going to be on today, voice of the Twins, of course, and Dom always has some really great guests on. Also, keep in mind, Bison football game, that's on Saturday, so probably lots of football talk as well, but make sure you go join Dom. Always got 2 hours packed with sports and really great sports knowledge, so go join him on his show. Inforum.com. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. We have our very own Matt Henson on this story for us. It actually, his full story is on our website right now, but here's the headline. Everybody loved Doug. Friends honor farmer killed in a farm field triple murder suicide. So this goes back to what I was just telling you guys about earlier in this Facebook Live. And it really Matt did a really great job just talking about how well loved he was, by everyone. His family and friends are involved in this, and they speak about him, and it's really touching. So if you'd like to go read up on that and watch the whole story yourself, you can certainly do that right now on our website, Inforum.com. Okay, that's actually everything for today. And don't forget, we do have news at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. So make sure you go join our evening cruise there. I'm sure lots of updates to come, bunch of news stories you have not even heard of yet. And then also really quick before we go, for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all access pass to Inforum.com. Again, all you have to do is go to Inforum.com/subscribe to get that deal. All right, everybody, that's it from me. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning, hopefully from 5 to 7. Have a great day.